Alright guys, so this video is going to go over how to perform the Megamass Flat Press. So first of all, we want to think about the setup of the machine, which has quite a few adjustments, so we're going to be here all day, so grab some popcorn. As for, make sure you're tracking your calories. So first of all, we want to make sure we've standardized if this pin is in or not. So what this basically does is it either makes the handles move independently, or in other words, both at the same time, or one at a time. I perform it right now unilaterally, or one at a time, sorry. So just pick one, keep it consistent, but it's not a bad idea, especially if you've got like Smith machine work, doing it so the handles move independently, so that you can work on imbalances left to right. You've also got the back pad, so unless specified, I would put this flat, and the reason being is when you're performing it, if it's quite far up, it will be more of a decline press. And especially when people already arch their chest when they're pressing, you already get quite a lot of like force hit. So unless we've programmed that in particular as like a decline chest press, keep it flat so it's all the way down. As for the seat height, I personally need it all the way up. I'll show you what we're looking for in terms of the seat height. And with the handles, we can also adjust them so we can get more stretch. What I recommend you typically do is just get as much range of motion as you comfortably can. Granted, you feel like you're keeping it on the target tissue, which is the chest in the scenario. So I personally have it on 1. Obviously, if you've got longer limbs, you might not need it as far back. And because there's a balancing act, you might obviously waste a lot of energy getting into position if it's so far back. But this sits me well. I can get into position without jamming myself back and overstretching. And here, as for the seat height, you'll notice my upper arm is tucked slightly, and also my elbow is stacked under the handle. I'm not getting to the bottom, and I'm not finishing here, which means the seat would potentially be too high. My upper arm's not excessively tucked, extremely close. It's somewhere in between, and also I'm pressing where the machine's going, which is what we want to do at all times. So we don't want to like press down or up excessively, we want to press the path the machine's traveling. Same with our grip width. You'll notice here, the handles travel in and I push out. Or here, I push in much more than the handles want to, if that makes sense. My elbow's not stacked. Whereas here is about perfect for me. So keep your grip standardized, same with the machine settings, write them down. And here what we want to think about is chest proud, shoulders back. We want to make sure the core's slightly crunched, so we're not excessively arching at all times. And then as for foot position, I feel like I can create this stability, having them somewhat far forward and thinking about sliding myself back. And thinking about that instead of having them far back and pushing up will stop you pushing yourself up the seat. And what we want to think about is pushing yourself into the back pad, big breath in, press, control lowering phase, press, repeat. And basically I'm getting as low as I can before I touch the bottom position, so I can get as much range of motion from my pec. And I'm thinking air in through the nose, drive up hard, and I'm getting my air in as I lower. The reason I brace through my nose is when I think air in through my mouth and take a big gulp in, it changes my chest position, which changes what part of your pec you'll work or your chest you'll work, which from one. So instead, think about air in through the nose. Another good cue to target your chest, think about breaking the handles, like you're trying to snap them this way. And that stops you like using your triceps too much. Also, what we can think about is if what you find is you excessively let the shoulders lift as you press, just cue shoulders away from the ear slightly and ensure your elbows tucked enough throughout. And you'll notice I never let my chest drop as I get to the top position, and never let my shoulders excessively come forward here. So hope the video helps. Any questions, just let me know.